What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning back into Curl Talk. Today I've got my lovely ladies next to me. You should know their names by now. We should actually do a pop quiz or something like that for them.
Right.
Who's who?
Screenshot it. Screenshot this. Smile. Screenshot it and put it on your name. Very first person to do it. True. We'll get a prize. The first person. First come, first serve. We're not gonna tell you what it is. But
Secret. Is the surprise worth it?
It reminds me of like Sharpay from High School Music.
Oh yeah.
How are we? We're tired.
Happy.
We're happy.
I'm chilling.
I'm also happy, but I'm just so tired as fuck.
Yes. We're doing good.
Yeah,
We're
I
doing
feel like
good.
all of us are doing good.
Yeah, individually we have a lot of good things going on. God is on our side.
I just said this outside.
Literally, God is on our side every step of the way.
The universe is beautiful.
Praise Jesus, hallelujah. I love my Lord.
Time to get into the details.
Our favorite things. Alright, let's do this.
Guys, what was your worst interaction with a significant other or a potential significant other?
Like,
Or just a guy in general.
yeah, I'm like, is it in the relationship or like anybody from the past?
Well, I'm gonna start off.
Strangers.
I'm gonna start off with strangers.
Yeah,
Because y'all already know I got one coming. Because this one. Okay.
Damn, I already know what it is before you're saying.
Yes. So
Of course we do.
yes, it's very recent. Okay, that's why it's like still irritates me. But I was at Smith's. Okay, I walk into Smith's and I noticed like a guy checking me out, and I'm like, no fam, no. Okay, you're not the one. And I go into a little aisle. I'm picking out some scents or whatever. And from the corner of my eye, I see the same guy coming down the aisle, and I'm like, oh God, please no, not today, not me, not today, no. And I'm like, should I leave the aisle? Should I stay? And I was like trying to decide on something, so I'm like, I'm gonna just stay. And he comes up to me and he goes, hey Ma, how you doing? And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, I'm good. And he's like, what's your name? And I tell him my name, it's Anna. And he's like, how old is you? And I was kind of like, what? He's like, yeah, how old is you? I said, how old am I? I am 22. And he's like, you got a boyfriend, Ma? I said, yes, I do. And he's like, okay, that's cool. And then he walks away. How old is you? Men. Proper
That
English.
neck snap is no joke.
No, it's like, how old is you? Who said? First of all, you're asking a girl their age. To start, you're asking her age.
Right.
Second of all, you're gonna use improper English.
It was not smooth.
The grammar plays a part.
Definitely. Don't use improper grammar because you can't.
Intellect is attractive.
Please,
Yeah.
yes.
Don't sound illiterate.
Don't
Yeah,
sound-
Please,
No,
especially
please.
not intentionally. It's not
And
cute.
unintentionally, yes.
Yeah. Y'all do it on purpose.
Please.
Most times did not. So.
Stop doing that shit.
Stop doing that shit and you'll have a girl. Stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out.
When they
Knock
say
it off.
talk to me like a man, they really mean it. Don't talk to me like a kid, because you're talking to me like you a little boy.
Really?
You're talking
Mom.
like
Show me
you
your
got out of
growth.
preschool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know what mine is. I have to think about it still.
Does anybody else have one that like instantly like?
Amiri does.
Amiri's ready. I always have stories because niggas don't know how to talk to anybody.
This is true.
So this was probably like 6 months or so ago. But on my Facebook, I have hella DMs. I'm just gonna tell like it is. I have hella people in my DMs all day, every day, hundreds. Period. So if y'all know me, I don't like to talk to y'all. I got a man. I'm taken. For good. I'm taken. So I don't want to talk to y'all. No offense. Y'all probably cool, but I do not want to date you. Okay? Let's settle that right here, right now. Okay? So this guy hits up my inbox and he's like, hey baby, what you doing? Blah, 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 blah. I didn't respond. Now you know Facebook is petty as fuck. So when you read something, it tells the other person that you read it. So he gives it like 3 minutes to 5 minutes. He messaged me again. He's like, you can't speak? First of all, I went in on his ass. First of all, let me tell you something. Don't you ever talk to me like that. Period. I can you not speak?
Damn.
I don't want to talk to you. If a man can't take a simple hint,
Right.
a respectful hint, I don't need to respond to you. I do not need to, okay? But now I'm going to respond to you, and now you're going to hate me. For real, for real. So then I told him off. I said, listen, first of all, you're not my man. Second of all, I don't want to talk to you. Third of all, I have no reason to talk to you because I am taken. I'm a goner. You're not what I want. And then he starts calling me the C word. He had the audacity
Ew.
to
For
call
what?
me out of my name
For what,
because
though?
he was upset that he couldn't take no for an answer.
Ew. That is.
And then, but wait, there's more. But then this
Call
nigga
now.
decides to block me.
Like you did something wrong.
Right.
So you know what I did? Cause if y'all know who I am, y'all know my petty level can be up here if you really take me there. So I blasted his ass all over my social media. I told people about him. I took a picture of the messages, of his name, everything. Like, here you guys go. If you guys think that it's acceptable to talk to a woman like that,
Dang,
I'm gonna
girl.
tell the world. I don't give a fuck who you are. Fight me. Catch me outside.
My thing is-
catch me outside.
My thing is, like, shoot your shot, okay? Like, I understand shooting your shot. I'll shoot my shot if I want to shoot my shot, right? So shoot your shot. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Your approach, it's important.
Yes.
If you
It's
come
vital.
at things disrespectful, if you come at it in any kind of way that she does not agree with, she's not going to agree with it and she's going to make it known.
Yeah.
But when she tells you no,
Just let it
don't
go.
be disrespectful.
Right.
Be grown.
Right. I hate
You approach the situation knowing that there could have been a no.
Right.
Deal with the shit.
When they start to get mean after you say no, you're like,
It's aggressive.
why
and
did you even ask in the first place? Yeah, you're like, don't be rude because you didn't get what you wanted.
Right.
Fool. What if I like?
Really?
I don't understand what the problem
It
is.
happens. Rejection
Right.
happens. We all get rejected every
Really?
once in a
Honestly,
while.
yeah.
Really.
Take it with a grain of salt.
There's
like
other
we
fish
should.
in the sea.
On to the next. There's
Facts.
Shoot your
billions
next
of women
shot.
in this world.
Right.
You have
Yeah.
many choices.
So many
Plenty,
choices.
many
Many.
choices.
But
But
even-
that's what's so scary about it is
It
men
is.
that can't take rejection.
Yeah.
That is what I fear when I go out and men come up to me like, you know,
Yeah.
we go out, we go to the club,
It
la
is.
da. They come up to me and they're like, hey, boop boop boop, this and that,
Right.
and I say no. That's why I'm the type of person when I turn somebody down, I keep walking, and I'm like, thank you.
Yep.
Oh, you're so sweet. Bye. I'm sorry I missed you.
As we're like,
And we're all like, and I'm like, oh, you're so nice. Bye.
Let's go
Like,
this
I'll see you
way.
later. And I'm like, bitches,
Right.
run.
Literally.
Get me,
Like,
pull me over there. I don't
But
want
like when people do get angry and aggressive when you
It's-
give them the answer no in the polite way, in a respectful way, it almost makes me think in the back of my head like there is such thing as sex trafficking and shit like that.
That's
So like
facts.
when a man gets upset, like very angry because you just simply said no, thank you, I'm
Right.
taken. I there's no reason why I should have a conversation with you.
Right.
Take that L and go.
Really?
Take that L
With a
and
grain of
leave.
salt.
Take it to
With
the
a grain
chin,
of
bro.
salt.
You're
It's
good.
like-
Walk it off.
Us women, we go through so much mentally, physically, and emotionally, especially when it comes to strangers as well as men. Because
Yeah.
when men get aggressive, there's so much that could happen, and that we are scared to walk out of the house by ourselves
Exactly.
daily, and it's unfortunate. But it's just like
Hella.
it's nothing against y'all. It's just like if I don't want to.
If that's not what I'm interested in, then I'm not interested in.
Right.
Like, there's either two answers, yes or no.
That's it.
If it's no,
Walk away.
then it's not yes.
Right.
So now let's just proceed. It's a 50-50. You gave me the choice.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the answer.
Right.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
What else is there to discuss?
what you can do to change. If I say no, it's no. If you know, like from eye contact, because if a girl's feeling you, she's gonna give you like, okay, he's kind of cute, like walking by. But if she's not giving that shit to you, do not even try. Because most of the time, especially if you're one of those that are like doing it to every girl. Like if I walk past and you do it to the girl who's 5
Really?
feet behind me,
Really?
you're
I'ma
doing
hear
the
that
same
shit.
thing, right? I'm not that kind of girl,
No,
so
that shit is not
it's just
cute.
not. And you know, like
You do.
they know
When
which
it's a
ones.
routine.
So
You can tell. You
Right.
can tell when it's
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah.
When you hit me with that line, I know that was your
Right.
line. boy.
How many
I
times did you
see
practice that before you came up to me? Like,
it's just not like the approach really is everything. Like if you really like that person, or you really are like, damn, I can't let her get away type shit, or she's cute, like let me see what's up, then just see what's up.
Yeah.
Like that's all it
Casually.
is to it. Like just see what's going on, and then if it happens, it happens. If you're cool about it, then we'll be cool about it. But if you're like doing too much, way too much, being extra, that's not. I don't think any girl is like.
If you catch a vibe,
You know the vibes,
Right.
You
Don't
know the
force
vibes.
the vibes.
Exactly.
Don't force the
force the
energy.
No.
Walk up, make the connection and see where that goes.
It's
If
like-
you mesh, you mesh.
That's like the one thing that shouldn't ever be forced. You know,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
especially for like
You can't force
contact.
anyone to like you.
Yeah,
You can't
especially
force anyone to love you.
meeting
Tip
someone
number
every
one.
people. There
Yeah.
it is.
Tip number 1. You can't force anybody to mesh with you.
That's true.
Tip
It's
number
meant to
2.
be. It's meant to be.
It is
Learn
what
English.
it is.
Basically the fuck on.
Tip number 2. Learn
Number 2.
English.
Hannah's still on that.
Go back to English class.
Tip number
I'm
3.
y'all pass. I know
Right.
y'all have an English,
Well,
but you choose not to.
Mm-mm.
Maybe
they
y'all
think
just.
they sound cool. They think
don't.
they sound hard.
You're not a rapper.
No.
You're not a rapper.
Even if you are rappers,
and
that
even
shit is not
rappers have
cute.
proper grammar.
Right.
Even they be
Those
talking
are
in
lyricists.
fucking sentences and shit. Perfect punctuation. Perfect
Grammar all
Hamlet.
proper and shit. Where did that word come from? That
I'm
shit is
so-
dope.
So
Can you open
dead.
your check time for me, please?
But yeah, I mean,
Who else?
we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that.
Does anyone else have like a worst experience?
I like okay, so
about it.
what I'm thinking about now is like one time when I was at this like party, whatever, we were downtown and I was DJing at this event. So like I had like the booth and then behind me was like they're just like white walls or whatever. So it was like probably like I'm standing here, the booth is like right here. So to get past you have to be like low key close to that person or whatever. It's like I'm doing my thing, whatever, DJing, it's fun, yeah. And then I was playing this song and like this guy came up behind me, he like had a drink in his hand and he was just like dancing, but like grabbed me from behind like while I'm DJing and I'm just like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, bro, I don't want to be touched. You see what I'm doing right now? Like, why do you think that I want to be any sort of like? I don't know you.
At that point, it's such a harassment.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it's just like, why do you guys also question for you? Like, don't touch us if we don't want to be touched. Like, even a little like hand thing, like okay, cool, but like if I'm walking or like I'm not stopping to like talk to you, it's like just don't touch me because I don't know you, you don't know me. Like that's just the first sign of respect. And so I just don't like that, especially being out too, like living in Vegas. That shit happens all the time. People who travel to Vegas, the girls don't like when you're in your face and all up on you, and just it's not like that's not what any of us want here.
No.
So I'm gonna just let you know now,
Come
for those who are
correct.
coming, come correct for
If
real.
you're gonna approach us, come correct.
Right.
Tip number 3,
Respect.
be respectful.
Respect our
I got a
personal
list
space.
going.
Respect our personal space.
She did open it. She didn't look down.
Okay. That's perfect.
So,
Sorry.
Tip number 4. Just kidding. Do you have an experience, Kai?
I mean, like now that Jazz mentioned like going out, there was a time I went to the club, and you know it was fun, it was lit, it was me and my girls, and we're out on the dance floor and we're dancing, and then there's a bunch of dudes. This homie's drunk, and I've noticed it. I've noticed he's drunk because I'm just the type of person to be like
aware.
aware of my surroundings. I know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
You think I don't know what the fuck's going on? I know what the fuck's going on.
If anybody
I will
knows,
always catch that shit.
Kind of.
But they were doing that. He was drunk and he came up to me and he grabbed my ass.
Hell no. I slept
Full
the guy.
on, like no, trust me. I turned around. I don't even care who you are. If you're a girl,
Right.
because
Yes,
it
get
came.
slapped.
It came. Like I went straight, and you know, security came. They're like, "What's happening?" My homegirl's on him too, and I'm like going in, and I'm like, "Get your homie," because he's about to die. Like,
I would have went on.
but like, funny thing, the club that I go to back home, that's my spot.
Yeah.
So I knew like the manager, the security guards, this and that. So they were really quick to take him
Yeah.
and throw his ass out.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's
cool.
exactly what's gonna happen. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. And I really advise women that have men do that to them and don't do anything or just get mad and slap him and keep walking. No, you tell security guard to take his ass out, because
Right.
guess what? He's doing that to everybody else too.
That's facts.
Your ass does not deserve to be in a club if that's what you're gonna do. You're killing everybody
Those
else's
are the
vibe.
intentions.
You
Yeah.
came here to have a good ass time.
You're
You
killing
obviously
the vibe.
came here to fuck up people's vibes. You know you're gonna
Right.
piss women off
Right.
if you grab their ass.
If you don't know them, if you do
Right.
not
Especially if you don't
know
know
them,
Even
not
so.
even one
Like,
bit.
just talking about it gets me so heated because I am just very a certain way when it comes to people touching me.
Right.
Like, I don't like it at all. If I don't, especially if I don't know you, do not touch me.
Yeah.
I'm just so particular when it comes to it, and I am fast to throw hands. I don't even think twice. It's like first
Hashtag
instinct,
high
don't
conscious
touch me.
Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna look at you crazy. You're gonna
Right.
see crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to see crazy eyes get high.
And that's like
It's
0.2 seconds, and then I'm coming for your ass
Damn.
real quick. And that's it's happened before. It's happened many times. And
Yeah.
like, honestly,
I think
just
all
can't.
of us can say,
Can't.
yeah, like it's happened too many times, bro. And
One
like,
time is one time too many.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that should not happen.
Should never happen.
And I
Should
can
not
think of
happen.
this like from afar.
What are we in preschool? Don't touch the other kids.
Keep your hands to
Like,
yourself.
keep your hands to yourself. Like, come on,
It's
you
like
guys.
these rules that they teach you in elementary.
Actually,
like the
matter.
golden, like the 5 golden
Yes,
rules.
right,
yes.
Yeah.
No
Seriously.
one, no one listens to that.
Catch on, please.
Yep.
You too, ladies, because I seen some grubby paws.
Ooh,
Honestly,
I seen
yes.
some
Both
grubby
ways.
paws. The humans, y'all are touchy. Stop it.
Now that you mentioned that, now I also think of the ladies.
Yeah, girls have done that too.
I
yeah.
know girls like to touch girls, and I see there's a culture there. But guess what, ladies? I don't like it when you touch me too. That's why I said, man or woman, these hands are coming for that ass. Like, I don't care if you're a girl, you know, just respect people's boundaries.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like, I don't care how drunk you are, it's still not an excuse. Because
No.
people like to say you're drunk, you're uncontrollable in certain ways. Yeah, you're dizzy, you can't pay attention, you can't focus. But you know right from
Right, you're
wrong.
not
Yeah.
grabbing just
Like
Yeah.
when they're like,
randomly.
oh, I was drunk and you cheated, like,
Right.
but I was
Oh,
drunk.
that's-
like,
I hate
no,
that shit.
It's
That
still
is
not an
excuse.
excuse.
Like, yeah, I
it does
hate
not
that.
condone
Man.
anything else.
That
you
is
do.
not an excuse to cheat.
But that's funny.
Mm-mm.
People keep your hands to yourself.
Literally.
You heard?
No cap. It sucks having to be like worried about it. Like, why do we even have to do that shit? It's too much. I already got enough shit that I gotta do and think about it. I can't.
And now this?
I can't just go out and not be like.
right. This is why I like staying in the house. I
Yeah.
don't like.
And I like
Y'all
going
make
out.
it
Like that's what sucks about it because I love going out. Like I love getting dressed up and going to parties and shit. But you know the certain parties where you're like, can I be here alone?
Yeah.
No.
You can never
Yeah.
be alone.
Right.
Yeah.
That's-
You can never. You always have to have friends.
Yeah.
You know the
Honestly.
crowd usually when
Yeah.
you're going, and if it's a crowd that you just don't know enough people, you already know, like, fuck.
You're awkward. You're like, fuck.
What
or
can
like,
I wear?
when you're waiting
Like-
for your friend to get there or something, and you're like alone, and you're just like, oh,
Damn.
fuck.
Pretends to be
yeah.
on her phone.
Yeah, right. Oh, we're looking at shit. No,
Right.
we're just literally watching our friend's Uber
Oh.
on the way here
Yeah.
so that we can have her be here when we need her because what the fuck?
Right.
So throughout this whole thing, we've been like, okay, tip number 1. Like, so we've kind of gone for a little bit of them.
Yeah.
What are like some pointers, like off the top of your head?
Just like
Number
quick-
one,
just
what
quick
Anna
ones.
said, know your English.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Be really be intellectual.
What do we say? Know your English. Be respectful.
Come
Respect our
correct,
boundaries.
yes.
Respect
Stop
boundaries.
asking us out and to hang out the same night, the same day we met. What makes you think I'm going to meet you in an
Damn, I
undisclosed
forgot about that.
location
Yeah.
and I don't know who the fuck you are? You got me fucked up. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I ain't going nowhere with you. Period. Just want to let y'all know that. So stay out of my inbox, basically, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, you're not gonna see me nowhere except for
But
when I'm
that's
with
a
my
tip.
man.
Stay
you
out of
know-
Larry's inbox.
If you know they're in a relationship, don't waste your time. Don't
Right.
talk to them. They're in
Respect
a relationship. Yeah, respect that.
Respecting
Respecting
Respecting boundaries.
Respecting boundaries.
101.
Accept being turned down.
Accept rejection.
Accept.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Just accept it and walk away. There's plenty of other fishies in the sea.
Be mindful of yourself.
Plenty.
Love yourself so that you can love another person. Because when you don't love yourself and you try to holler at another person, it's all bad.
Well,
You ruin their
also
life,
don't
too.
pretend like you love yourself, and then when you get in the relationship, like
Start revealing that you don't.
Toxic.
yeah, and it's like it's not that I like can't accept that you're not, but like also don't make that person like a slap in the face, you know, for when you're upset or like you're doing that. Like if you put that on other people, I feel like that's not cool, so don't do that. Be considerate of the other person and how they're feeling.
I meant
Don't-
to say love yourself. Sorry.
Oh, love yourself. Yeah, that's a good tip.
already said respect.
I'd say like be open. Like be open to what you guys are doing, like adventures if you've never done shit before and somebody wants to try new things. Like, because we talked about it on first dates too, or like going out on dates. Like if you do something that's not just a typical like movie dinner type thing, like yeah, just like be open to what it is. Yeah, because every time you get hella nervous, you're like, oh fuck, I've never done this before. What if I don't like it? Like what if I really don't want to do this, or I get there and it's like so awkward. And then you do it and it's hella fun. So just be more open.
At the end of the day, having adventures and new experiences with another person that you're wanting to be with, it helps the relationship grow even more and even faster. If you guys are just texting each other all day, every day, and you call that a relationship, you're crazy. That's just what it is. It's not a relationship. Like it's experience. It's being vulnerable. It's sharing things that you don't share with other people. It's getting
just
deep
growing.
into conversation, growing as individuals and as a couple.
Yeah.
Individually and together.
Right.
There's a
Always keep that individuality.
You have to.
You have
Else you're gonna lose yourself in that relationship.
Honestly.
That shit is
Once
not
that
healthy.
happens,
At all.
everything else is out the window.
Pretty much.
Learn from your experiences.
Yeah.
It's a partnership. You're each growing, you're each your own self. You're just choosing to do it together.
It's like
as a team.
that image of like that girl watering
Yep.
the guy's head, and then it like he does her something and they
Yeah.
go together. Yeah,
That's
that's
exactly
exactly
what
what
it
it
is.
is.
You want to.
If I can add to your pot, I will, and you will do the same,
Yeah.
and we will both flourish. and
Balance,
get to greatness.
equal. Basically, that's what we're saying. Have balance. Be able to handle yourself and that other person too. If you're not ready for that, maybe relationship is not for you right now. But doesn't mean it's not gonna happen in the future. So
Right.
don't
And
like
that's
knock yourself
okay.
for that. You know,
Exactly.
yeah, like
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah, like do what you feel is what you need to do. But if you're hurting that other person while you're doing that, that's not cool. So
Right.
you know, so just be considerate.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Communication.
Oh.
Communication is. I'm always gonna explain this to y'all. Like communication is the number one thing that you need. If you're not willing to share things that you're upset about in the moment in time, or talk about things that you're uncomfortable about, you might as well just dip, boy. Dip on out of this relationship because it's not gonna work. It's never gonna work.
There's two things. So whenever it comes to communication, I feel like it's never just communication, because you can communicate to that person all day, and if they don't comprehend it, there's no point. So it's like communication and comprehending each other completely goes hand in hand. Like you can talk to someone until they're blue in the face, but if they don't comprehend what you're saying, it's gone. There's no point. It's important. Understanding, yeah. Being open to each other, like you said. Being vulnerable. It's hard, but it's
It is
the,
hard.
It's the
extremely
point
hard,
of it,
but-
you know? Like if I tell you something, your homies shouldn't know what I told you in confidence, type of thing.
Yeah,
Like-
that's like girl code kind
That's
of.
Girl
yeah.
and
It's
guy
like
code, it's a thing.
it's a
Real.
separate tip.
Yeah.
Tip number whatever we're on, whatever I tell you, like don't go telling your homies. Like if it's something personal,
Me and you.
yeah, and you'll
It's
know.
our
Like if I tell you my favorite color is purple, yeah, go tell the homies my favorite color is purple.
Right.
But if I tell you some deep ass shit, like that's personal, that's about me.
Yeah, and I'm
Like,
trusting you to tell you that.
Exactly. You'll know the difference.
Yeah, you know, like when somebody's, especially somebody you like or are have in a relationship, dating, whatever, talking,
Whatever you
I
wanna
hate
call
that
it.
word. Yeah, whatever it is.
What do they call it? Courting.
Yeah, whatever it is. You know, just I forgot what you were saying.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. I mean, that's a
Well,
good
fuck.
tip.
What? I literally forgot, but I had a good ass point. Now I'm mad. What were you just saying?
I was saying to keep in confidence. So whenever I tell you, keep it in
Oh,
confidence.
yes. If you're talking to somebody, and you know the difference between like when this is a serious ass thing that's happening.
Sorry.
Just take the time to like actually understand. Like obviously, yeah, if you tell somebody something hella deep and like that's personal to them that they really don't talk about all the time, and they're like really opening up to you, respect that. Because I bet you if you did that to them, you wouldn't want them to go, yeah, tell my girls, oh shit, blah blah blah.
And if you
like-
don't know if it's something deep and personal, you can ask. You
Right.
can be like, yeah, so that's something that's like super touchy for you, or like there's ways that you can ask if you don't know, like if this is something serious or if this is something that I can, you know, be excited about or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
share,
you know,
like, yeah.
or share,
I
exactly.
feel like
you can
you'll
ask.
know the difference.
And if
So,
you don't, just ask the woman. Just ask.
Yeah. Honestly, we would rather you just ask and tell us whatever you're feeling so that we can fix
Please.
it.
Don't be
Because
afraid to ask questions.
we just would like to
Right.
get on with our lives together and continue to grow together. So like those people who hold grudges too, this is another tip. Don't hold grudges, especially if you're just like in your relationship doing whatever, even if you're not in a relationship. Like take the time you need, of course. Nobody's gonna rush you because you have every reason to feel the way that you're feeling. But understand, understand and give also that person, like don't ghost them and shit if you're upset. Like they're not gonna know why you're ghosting them. Then they're in their own head about it, overthinking like, damn, did I fuck up? And really, like maybe that's something that's not it at all. So
the decency.
it just ties back, to communication. Like just make sure you're open to that person, so that way they know what's going on. Like if they really like you, they're gonna check up on you and like give you whatever it is that you need to do. You know.
Going off of the grudges, like if you discuss an issue that happened in your relationship, okay, you discuss it and you fix it. You move forward, okay? Don't bring it up later in the future about how whatever happened because we already fixed it.
Right.
We already discussed it. We already moved on.
It was
Don't
touchy
bring that shit back
then.
up.
Yeah, it was touchy back then, so we fixed it so that it wouldn't be brought up again.
Right.
So don't bring it up again.
Don't do
And if
that.
somebody
Don't
else,
do that.
like how you said, if you tell somebody and they bring that shit up, then it's a whole new ass problem.
Now it's like a double problem.
Catch his hand.
It's like a
Oh
double
my gosh, I hate
Just-
when they do that.
I hate that.
It's like, every time there's something new, they bring back all the other stuff that was before.
No.
And you're like, why do you do
Please
that?
don't
Like,
do
you're
that.
like,
The argument. That's
yeah,
why.
let me
Yes.
bring some other shit up because I got a point here. I had a point there. And it's like, if that's how you
Go
felt, then you
somewhere.
should have brought it up then, because now you're throwing it in my face to make it seem like I'm doing worse. Like, and that shit sucks. I don't want to feel like that.
that shit
And
is
if that's the
annoying.
case, like, don't pack it all in so you can light your fucking firework or find different signs of how you think that I fucked up.
That is literally the one way to just push my buttons.
I
Like, you want to
understand.
piss me off quick?
It's toxic. It's honestly a
It
really
is.
toxic cycle.
Right.
It's a really
No.
toxic cycle.
Don't do that, men.
Stop
Number
being
whatever.
manipulative
That too.
and stop assuming shit.
You cannot control your partner. This is
Assuming
a partnership. This
goes
is not
for
a
everybody.
dictatorship. Unless that's what you signed up for, in which case, do you, boo. But that's not what this is.
There's some people that like
I
that.
know. Like disclosures, I'm aware.
For that
But 9 times out of I don't know how many, statistics I made them up. The women, they want a partnership.
Yeah.
Right.
They want somebody they can build with, bond with. Also, people are forgetting that term lately. Like, you really have to have that friendship level in your relationship too. Like, you can't just always be about like love, 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 love. And that's what I'm like learning right now also, because like being in a relationship, we always talk about it. You guys already know how we feel about all the relationships that we've talked about. But it's just like you're still learning and everybody's still learning. So just chill.
Tip number whatever. Be their friend first.
Best friends first.
And
yeah.
it's
Build
like,
foundations.
I want to add like the thing with the communication is like when people hold grudges, they usually don't like to say anything,
Yeah.
and it's like I can't read your mind.
Yeah.
That's why when we're saying like you just want to fix it, you literally just have to tell us what it is.
And we'll be fine with
we
it.
will be totally fine with it. Like I'm not gonna try and read your mind, and don't go walking around giving attitude and making noises and being like,
Ooh, a child.
Right.
Like literal child.
Like, I'm not going to be that type of
Like
person.
silent
and be
treatment.
like come to you and be like, oh baby, what's wrong? Like you do that exactly to a child.
Right.
Like if I see a grown person do that, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
You are a grown ass man.
When you want to talk to me about it,
your
you
mouth.
can come talk to me about
Right.
it.
But don't like pout until you're trying to talk about it. You
Yeah.
know, like don't be here and like be all, I'm not gonna talk to
Yeah.
you. While you're
That's
sitting
not
there
cute.
while I'm trying to make shit normal and you're just like,
Right.
That's true. Like they come to you and you're like, okay, and then they don't want to talk.
right? You're like, just let me know. Like if you just let me know, then I promise you I'm gonna understand. I'm gonna see where you're coming from. Like I said, your feelings are your feelings.
Exactly.
Everybody is entitled to feel a certain way about whatever it is that made them feel that way. And
Communicate that.
Oh,
like,
now that you
it-
said emotions, Men, it's okay.
So men have emotions.
Emotional.
Men
Like,
have
it's
emotions. We know
okay.
that.
Like,
Be
you don't
open with your emotions.
You don't have to be hard all the time.
We're not mind readers.
Okay.
Right.
If you got a straight poker face with us all day long and you look like you're mad all day, and we're walking around you like all quiet because
Right.
we think you're mad, it's
Walking
because
on
you look
eggshells.
mad, bro.
Yeah.
Act like you're happy when you're happy. Act like you're sad when you're sad. It's okay.
Like, we're not gonna judge you for feeling that way, because you guys call us moody all the time. So like, we have feelings. We know what it's like. We're here to help you and grow with you if we really like you. So just chill out, please. Like, be emotional and do what you have to do.
When you're not emotional, you're low key, high key emotional. You know? Like, when you're like you act so hard, like but I know you want to cry.
Right.
But you act so hard.
Don't.
But I know you're asking.
One hug, I know you're gonna cry, bro. Like, you're hard, right? You're trying to be hard right now.
It's okay. That's what you're with this person for. You're with this person to open up to them.
Yeah.
Build this relationship, get a good understanding so that they understand you and where you're at, and you understand them and where they're at.
And that just leads into like expectations. Like, what we expect from you guys is just for you to just match that same energy.
Really?
That's literally it. Like, that's the number one tip, aside from don't touch me when I don't want to be touched. But like, just be yourself.
Yes.
Be yourself.
Be
Like,
comfortable with yourself.
yeah, and just chill. Like, you're gonna find somebody who is like you and everything that you want. Like, you're gonna be okay if you just chill out and like
Just
allow it. Yeah.
Just allow it and learn how to work.
The worst thing,
happen.
worst thing that's gonna happen is it's not gonna work out. Oh well, that's somebody else. Like, that's somebody else is gonna go find whatever they need
If
to
it
find. You're
didn't
gonna
work
find
out, it
yours
wasn't
too.
supposed to work
Yeah,
out.
Exactly.
Because even if you forced it to work out, it probably wasn't gonna work out.
Like, you
'cause
dodged the
forcing
bullet.
it.
Just let the universe do its thing. You do your thing and just
It'll come
let
back
Well,
to
like,
y'all.
that's the craziest part though. It's like, us women, we really don't ask for a lot from men, and we really don't expect a lot from y'all, except for the typical vital things that is needed in a relationship.
Right.
Be honest. Be faithful. Be loyal. Like, what?
What would
if
make
you want,
yeah.
if you want to be with me, show me that you want to be with me and me only. Like, why would I want to be with
Yeah.
someone who's for everybody?
Right.
And vice versa. It's not just the men; it's the females too.
It's
Like,
both
why?
sides, yeah.
Why? Why would a grown ass man want a female who's fucking with everybody else?
Right.
Yeah.
That's not attractive. It's like
not.
we're all looking for the same thing. At the end of the day, we all have the same goal in life, and it's to be happy,
Right.
to be loved, and to love. Like,
Exactly.
it's simple.
That's
It's so simple. So just be yourself, and the right person will come to you, who is right for you specifically.
Yeah.
Don't try to worry about being like anybody else. Don't focus on what other people want for you and what they think you should be doing.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
Right.
Be yourself. Do what you want to do what you love to do, and all the good energy and the good vibes will come to you. Trust
Don't
in the
force it.
progress, because
Right.
I
The
feel
journey-
it every single day.
The
since
journey is the
quarantine
real
started.
thing. No, it really is. Like, you really have to trust your process, and that can get hard too. Like, in relationships, like trying to have that trust with somebody else, like, and allowing them to trust your process. Because when you're like, okay, you tell somebody an idea or something, and they're like, damn, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. We were just talking about this outside when we were outside, and it's like, just let that person do what they need to do, because it's their journey, you know. Like, if it's something that is not both of you doing it, then just let that person do what they need to do. And I feel like that's what we're expecting. Like, whatever you guys are expecting from us genuinely is what we're expecting from you. So just give us that and we'll reciprocate that right back. But don't be a jerk and don't be rude about it, you know. Like, we're all
That's little still dick learning. energy. Yeah. We don't want little dick energy. We want big dick energy.
Okay.
That ass dick energy is what we need in our lives. Men, please listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Not this,
Okay.
but this. This is the energy we need, fellas.
Energy.
I hope y'all are taking
I'm
notes.
gonna check back in with y'all.
Energy.
That's the energy.
Energy.
Don't get
Not
twisted.
Not
Don't
to
get
get
That's the
Don't
energy.
twist my words.
Don't twist my words. Energy.
This was the energy. Okay.
It was bigger than that.
It was.
It was way bigger than that. There you go.
That's facts.
Seriously though.
I
like,
think at the end of the day, everybody just needs to understand that we're all individually like a puzzle piece.
Yeah.
We're trying to see if we mesh. If we mesh, we mesh. If we don't mesh, we don't mesh. Don't force that shit.
It is what it is.
We've just been repeating the same thing. At
what
the end of the day, it is what it is, and you should let it be what it is.
It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Just let it go.
If you want to know what a girl wants, hey, ask her.
Yeah. Ask questions.
We will gladly tell you.
We will have
And not all girls are mean, so don't be afraid to ask, because we'll just give you the answer and let you like need us. Like, you know, not all of us are gonna be like, ew, nigga, no, get out of my DMs.
Right. But hey,
No,
like the ones
we'll
that
be nice,
are, brush it
you
off your
know, like-
shoulder.
Right.
We'll
Are
answer the
mean,
one that's nice.
Right.
keep your head up.
Like that's the
forward.
thing. Like I don't
Right.
mind like if people genuinely just message me, like, and I'll respond back, and I won't even respond back like an asshole or anything. I'll
Yeah.
genuinely answer your question and continue.
And then let
on.
you go.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like it could really just be like that, or you can just come in with like a bad attitude and you don't
Right.
come correct.
Yep.
It's gonna end the combo right there.
Facts.
Fellas, we love y'all.
We really
We
do.
love you. We want
Sometimes.
the best for y'all.
Sometimes.
Yeah, we
Every
want
time I've
correct.
seen
We
Sean
want
smile
correct.
behind the camera, like,
I think what people should really take is you get a lot of times you get what you give. So if you're giving disrespect,
You go
you're
get
gonna
it
get
back.
the disrespect back.
It's a
If you're
boomerang.
giving some type of like aggression in any way, if it's aggressive, you're gonna get some aggression back.
Like
in
this, like
some
this, like
sort
this.
of-
a cycle, a true cycle.
It's gonna spin, just like that, and come right back to you.
Right. That's nice. That is
So give what you want to get.
yeah.
And just learn what a woman wants. If you're into the woman,
Learn
learn
about
what she
her.
wants. Because I'm going to want something different than she's going to want something different than she's going to want something. We all want something different. So do not assume
Make
that all
us
girls
feel
want
different.
something
Make
the
us
same.
feel different. You
Right.
know? If you make us feel different, we'll make you feel different, because we're gonna be happy that you're making us feel different
Yep.
than every other girl that you've ever talked about.
And I think what most girls want, well, at least speaking on my behalf, is just like in a man is someone that we can create a best friendship with.
Right.
Obviously, that's the foundation. Someone you can trust. Like, if you're feeling a certain way, just tell me. I don't understand cheating. Anybody who knows this or knows me knows this. Like, I don't understand cheating at all. Like, if you're unhappy, tell the person. If you're put in a situation where you're gonna think you're gonna do something, you're smart enough, walk away. If you're drunk, that shit is not an excuse. Like, period, point blank, don't do that shit, just communicate. So much easier to be like, hey, I'm unhappy and walk away than to cheat on the person and scar them for life.
It's that
Like-
common decency. Like,
Exactly.
if you
Be
really
respectful.
love me, or if you had love for me and you really respect me, you would give me the decency to tell me that it's not working out and you don't want to be together. Yeah, regardless, you're going to be hurt, but I'm not going to be as hurt as finding out that you cheated on
Exactly.
me, because it just shows that our whole relationship
Yeah.
goes into the garbage.
Like, why wouldn't you
what
give,
was this all for?
why wouldn't you give the other person the opportunity to fix whatever's wrong if
That
they don't
too.
know about it?
That
And if
too.
you don't want to fix it, just say it.
And if you
That
don't want to
too.
be in the relationship, why still be in the relationship on the side, but then go fuck around with somebody else? What?
I don't understand it either.
I feel like when
What?
people do that though, it's like they're so stuck and used to and comfortable where they're at, but they're not getting everything that they used to have anymore.
Yeah.
So they go out and they find more, but of course when they go out, they're not gonna find everything that they already have.
Yep.
Right.
They're just getting, which is
little
usually
bit of it.
sex.
Right.
Usually sex
Usually
and
sex.
a new face.
Right.
So that's usually
And
what it
little
is.
booties.
I'm not saying that because you don't have sex enough means that they're gonna cheat on you, because obviously it's way more than that.
Maybe the
But
passion
Depends on
is
their
all.
relationship.
Yeah, it
Right.
just really depends on the relationship. But I like people dependent. I would say
They're
Very
looking for
open.
something that they feel like they've lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
I try to understand people, you know, instead of just like bashing you and shit. Like, I really try and like think about why that's
Yeah.
happening, because it doesn't just happen. They're not just like
Something
that.
got you
There's
there.
a cause and
Right.
effect that took it there.
Right. Don't make up excuses for the way
Be
you're
understanding.
Right. Facts. And if you made that mistake, then you should at least tell the person too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
don't let them think that that shit is just whatever.
These are facts. Own up to what you've done.
Right.
Be true to yourself
Learn
and
from
be
your
true to
mistakes,
yourself
yeah.
in front of others. Like,
Facts.
Yeah.
don't be afraid to be the real you, because
Right.
that's what people really want
True.
to understand is the real you. Because once
Yeah.
people find out you have like a facade or
Yeah.
some shit, like
Yeah.
people don't like
And
that.
that just goes back to like, if that's not really you, then that person can be in the relationship with you, and then you're gonna be in that relationship thinking that that person is how they were, and then shit starts to fade off, and you're like, damn, why isn't he like this anymore? Why doesn't he do this? Like,
Because he never
yeah,
was.
like be yourself. Don't try to do that shit to impress us. Don't try to do that shit in general. That shit is just nobody wants that in their
Be
relationship.
genuine.
Yes,
Yeah.
be
Be
genuine.
genuine. Don't
Be
do
genuine. That's all it is. If you're genuine,
Genuine.
I'm gonna tell you right now, your life is gonna be beautiful.
honestly.
Promise.
Because it's like we know you mean
Promise.
well.
Yeah.
We know you mean well. Like you're just trying to.
When people don't have to question your intentions, that's when you know that you're where you need to be and your energy is where you need to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this nice
Tipful.
talk.
For our men.
It really was. All of us also unintentionally wore black today.
Yeah, it was not on purpose.
And
Not planned,
I'm
I
loving
swear.
I'm loving where it's at right now.
We literally just showed up and we were like, you're wearing black, you're wearing black, you're wearing black, you're wearing black.
I was like, okay. Yeah, right.
It was great. It was
So,
really great.
yeah.
But men, obviously, if you want more tips from us, hit us in our DMs respectfully and ask
You should
us
have learned a
questions.
lot from this episode.
Yes, we hope
should
you
have
learned a lot. This episode was literally just to help you guys.
So
Send us the feedback, comments, like,
subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
If you need more help, let us know.
Right.
Yeah, questions, let us know.
Hit us on Instagram at Curl Talk 5U's. You already know.
And if you followed us from Omegle High,